Next up is number 1. Oh, wow. 4 Teletubbies appear on light green background. Their mouths don't even move during this scene. That's pretty weird. This episode was Season 1, Episode 32 on PBS, and was not uploaded by the official YouTube channel. Tinky Winky draws a purple and green oval on lime background. Yeah, it's purple and green oval, kind of like the Barney logo. That's pretty weird. Dipsy is chosen for a TV event on a pinkish lime background. Kids from India are learning about the number 1, of course. The Teletubbies are chasing their favorite things on a sky blue background, and Nunu joins along too. And the Teletubbies are walking up to each other to give each other a big hug on a red background. The Teletubbies appear in this order to say uh-oh and goodbye on orangish lime background. Po, Dipsy, Tinky Winky, Lala, and Po is the first one to appear and the last one to disappear on violet background. So yeah, Lanterns, this was Season 1 at Episode 33. It's another short episode by just a few seconds. 8 Lalas appear on brownish red background. Then Dipsy draws a blue rectangle on a sky blue background. Tinky Winky is chosen for a TV event on a lime background. You still see like the outlines of his TV screen for a few seconds when the TV event begins. These kids from Taiwan are making lanterns again. Pretty cool. And Teletubbies appear one by one to give each other a big hug in a pink background this order. Dipsy makes a squeegee sound, like when you're like washing windows. Not like Windows 10, like what I'm using. I don't mean that kind of Windows. Tinky Winky, Lala makes like a twinkling sound, and Po makes a squeak sound. The Teletubbies appear in this order, say uh-oh and goodbye on pinkish lime background. Dipsy, Po, Lala, and Tinky Winky. Dipsy is the first one to appear and the last one to disappear on yellowish beige background. Now Flower Festival, this one's an interesting episode. This was Season 1 at Episode 31 on PBS. 4 Poes appear on a bluish indigo background. Lala draws a silver and bronze star, a light peach background. Dipsy's chosen for TV, or Tinky Winky's chosen for a TV event on light lime background. These kids, sorry about that. These kids are making this big like flower mural for like this big festival. It looks so awesome. But yeah, like, oh my god, like, that's pretty cool. And the Teletubbies appear one by one to give each other a big hug on a whitish lime background. First, Lala, she makes like a ding-a-ling sound. Dipsy, Po makes the sound of like a noisemaker that you see at like parties and stuff. And Tinky Winky makes a honking sound. The Teletubbies appear in this order, say uh-oh and goodbye on a light blue background. Dipsy, Po, Lala, and Tinky Winky. And Dipsy is the first one to appear and the last one to disappear on a grayish indigo background. And having the camera like this, with this table, makes my back hurt. It's just a random fact. Dune sledding. This is a very interesting and very rare episode. This was Season 1, Episode 34 on PBS. This has... oh yeah, the Flower Festival TV event comes from Spain, by the way. Lala and Dipsy make a green triangle on pink background. Po jumps down on a beige background. Dipsy gets chosen for a TV event on a lime background. These kids from Namibia are sledding down a dune hill. It's kind of like a hill full of sand. Kind of like snow sledding, except with sand. Yeah. In the Booba intro in some episodes, we actually do see some kids going dune sledding when the Booball goes to Namibia. So yeah, and then the Teletubbies appear one by one to give each other a big hug on bluish indigo background. In this order, Po, Tinky Winky, Lala, and Dipsy. They make glockenspiel sounds. I bet you don't even know what that is. Some sort of instruments, I don't know. I think they make fun of it in an episode of, like, 7 Little Monsters. But yeah. Poe, Dipsy, Lala, or Poe, Dipsy, Tinky Winky, and Lala appear in this order, say uh-oh and goodbye on peach background, and Poe's the first one to appear and the last one to disappear on a yellowish-green background. Bubbles, yes, another Bubbles episode, this time Bubbles Korea. This was Season 2, Episode 2 on PBS, and it's another short episode by a few seconds. Dipsy draws Lala's ball on a pinkish beige background, and then Lala's ball goes bouncing on a pinkish indigo background, and Lala finally catches it on a light pink background. Tinky Winky's chosen for a TV event on a greenish gray background. Wow, so much to say. Stupid water ball. So yeah, the TV event is now about some kids in Korea blowing bubbles. So yeah, I actually do specifically remember this. And then the Teletubbies are jiggling around to give each other a big hug on pink background. The music is different at the beginning, but I used the regular music afterward. The Teletubbies appear in this order to give each other, or to say uh-oh and goodbye on beige background. Dipsy, Poe, Lala, and Tinky Winky. Dipsy is the first one to appear and the last one to disappear on pinkish blue background. Go-Karts, this was Season 2, Episode 1 on PBS. 5 Tinky Winkies appear on a peach background. Apparently audio of, like, Mark Heenahan saying uh-oh from the original series for, like, the earlier episodes is used, instead of Simon Sheldon's, like, audio of him saying uh-oh. It's very weird. But yeah. The Teletubbies discussed about Fast and Slow on a beige background. Dipsy's chosen for a TV event on a light indigo background. These kids from Morocco are playing on go-karts. Yeah, apparently. Insert Mario Kart joke here. I just had to say that. And then Poe's scooter follows her and Lala on light pink background. And the Teletubbies appear in this order on peachish beige background and give each other a big hug. Dipsy, he makes a wood knocking sound. Poe, she makes the sound of her scooter honking. Tinky Winky makes a beep and a cowbell sound. And Lala makes a farting sound. So yeah. The Teletubbies appear in this order, say uh-oh and goodbye on a grayish beige background. Lala, Tinky Winky, Poe, and Dipsy. And Lala is the first one to appear and the last one to disappear on a sky blue background. Next up is Canal Trip. This one is a very popular episode that I've been hearing a lot about lately. This was Season 2, Episode 3 on PBS. 3 Lalas appear on an indigo background. Then Poe draws a blue oval on a light green background. Tinky Winky with his bag discuss near and far on pinkish blue background. Apparently, like, this audio of Tinky Winky saying uh-oh from, like, the beginning of Teletubbies Everywhere is used, you know, when they appear one by one to say uh-oh. Dipsy discovers the color green, of course. Lala's chosen for a TV event on a purplish indigo background. These kids are going on a canal trip. They're, like, riding on a canoe through, like, this pond. It's actually very interesting. But yeah, and the Teletubbies come to each other to give each other a big hug on a reddish-orange background. Some of the audio of Poe and Lala's dialogue from Play with the Teletubbies is used. Sorry about that. The Teletubbies appear in this order, say uh-oh and goodbye on a light blue background. Tinky Winky, Lala, Dipsy, and Poe. And Tinky Winky is the first one to appear and the last one to disappear on peach background. Next up is Dancing Sevillanus. By the way, the Canal Trip TV event came from India, if I didn't mention that. This episode here was Season 2, Episode 4 on PBS. 4 Poes appear on a pinkish blue background. And then Tinky Winky draws a pink and purple rectangle on like some sort of background. Probably the same color background. I'm not sure. I'll check. Sorry, my neighbors are just so damn annoying. I'm so sick of that. Like, I'm very sick of that. Anyway, the segment with Tinky Winky drawing the rectangle takes place on kind of a peach background. So yeah. Then Tinky Winky, or Po is chosen for a TV event on a light green background. These kids are doing like some kind of flamenco dancing. And flamenco music is actually heard a lot throughout this episode. So yeah. Apparently, Tinky Winky's marching with his bag on a bluish indigo background, and Teletubbies appear in this order on pink background and give each other a big hug. Dipsy, he makes a pop sound. Po also makes a pop sound, also a flamenco music sound. Tinky Winky is the same thing with the flamenco music. And Lala makes a pop ending. So yeah. The Teletubbies appear in this order, say uh-oh and goodbye on a grayish blue background. Lala, Tinky Winky, Po, and Dipsy. And Lala's the first one to appear and the last one to disappear on a light, or on a peach background. Probably gonna end this at this part. Because of the neighbors, by the way. And plus my back. But I will upload something else later, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Next up is... oh yeah, the TV event comes from Spain. Next up is Wall Painting, another rare episode that never aired on PBS. 6 Tinky Winkies appear on light blue background. Po talks about in front and behind on light green background when the Tubby Custard machine appears. Tinky Winky's chosen for a TV event on a yellowish green background. These kids are painting on a wall with different kinds of paint and stuff from Taiwan. The MIDI harmonica music is heard during this TV event. I think it's actually the only time on Teletubbies it's heard. I think it was heard in, like, Rosie and Jim or Tots TV. I think it was one of the two. But yeah. Hold on a second. Sorry about that, I had something in my nose. And then the Teletubbies come up to each other to give each other a big hug on indigo background. The Teletubbies appear in this order to say uh-oh and goodbye on pinkish gray background. Po, Dipsy, Tinky Winky, and Lala. And Po's the first one to appear and the last one to disappear on light pink background. Next up is Sandwich. This is actually a very interesting episode, because I love sandwiches. So yeah. This is Season 2, Episode 7 on PBS. On the YouTube channel's, on the official YouTube channel's thumbnail for this video, you can see like a talk together Tinky Winky doll. There were these dolls that would like interact with each other and say different things to each other. Like, you should look it up. It's actually pretty interesting. It actually predates the Teletubbies Actimates toys, which I don't think were released in the UK or in any other countries. 4 Lalas appear on light blue background. Tinky Winky and Po draw a green square on pinkish purple background. Lala and Dipsy do dance on a peachish white background. Po is chosen for a TV event on a whitish beige background. These kids from India are making a special kind of sandwich that I want to try, kind of. Lala and Dipsy dance again on a pinkish indigo background. And Teletubbies walk up to each other and give each other a big hug. The Teletubbies appear in this order to say uh-oh and goodbye on a peachish beige background. Tinky Winky, Lala, Dipsy, and Po. And Tinky Winky is the first one to appear and the last one to disappear on a pinkish beige background. Or pinkish gray background. See what happens when I talk too much about colors? I like get confused and stuff. Hopefully the next part, which will come some other day, will be the last part. And then I have to do the home videos. That will be exciting, actually. I'm actually kind of excited for that. But that is it for today. And I'll upload some more Barney Hebrew clips if you want to see them so badly. See ya.